Back on the subject of the Dr. Ötek MTXE. So in the last video we unboxed it, had a quick look at it, look at the settings and stuff like that. So I've got some various things out with me today. I haven't got a test garden, but I brought out some silver coins and some other little bits to we'll have a look at the machine and see what the numbers are for various things, and just before I go out and test it really, so I can sort of have a idea in my head of what's what. So here I have various things. I've got a crystal bell here, George V shilling. It's only 50% silver, so it'll be interesting to see the difference between that and the bullhead, which is 92.5% silver. I've got William III sixpence made into a love token, bullhead sixpence, tomback button, tiny little button there, spindle whorl, this lovely florin that I found a couple of months ago, nice big buckle, smaller buckle, and this is an Anglesey Druid coin, very chunky coin. This one's Queen Victoria 1 pence and a cartwheel penny. So I haven't got a test garden like I said, so I'm just going to put them down on the ground and see what the numbers are. So on the ground there now I've got the small buckle. That's what that sounds like. I think there might only be 3 tones on this, so you've got 2 tones and then 1 tone for iron. Let's try the pinpointer. Long press. So the way the pinpointer works is the louder the noise is, the closer you are to the target. Now I've started doing the discrimination. There we go, back to old metal. So it's picking up, there's probably iron in the ground. I live in a really old house, so we know that's around 50. We've got the bigger buckle now. So the numbers are a bit jumpy, aren't they? But it picks it up. It's a good 6 inches off the ground there. So now we have the spindle whorl, which is lead. It's around 65-70. It's picking up some iron there as well, but that's probably under the ground. So let's try the crystal bell. So it's around 60, 61, 62. Pick it off the ground. So that's picking that up there, and that's a good 6 to 8 inches off the ground. I mean, when it's under the ground, it'll be a bit different probably. But it's picking it up, so that's a good sign. George III silver shilling now. What's it showing on there? Copper. But it's a solid 85. So I'll remember that when I take it out. Now let's compare that to the George V shilling, which is only 50% silver. Mid 70s. Again, about 8 inches off the ground, it's still picking it up. Now I've got the florin. Roughly the same as the shilling, the first shilling. Again, about 8 inches off the ground. I'm actually thinking there might actually only be 1 tone. That's not iron, it'll be another tone for iron. George III shilling this time. The fact that the numbers are a bit jumpy I find a little bit frustrating. But I've probably got junk under the ground, so like I said, it's an old house. So around 80, 79, 80 for that. So now I have the William III shilling love token there. Let's give that a try. Around 70. High 60s, low 70s. Now it's the large tomback button. $60 something. I'm just going to call it mid 60s. Again, 8 inches, so 8 inches is about its depth in the air anyway. When it's underground it'll be different. So I've got the tiny button just there, very small button. That's jumping up to like the low 80s. 96. I have checked the ground. I made sure this was a clear patch of ground. So it doesn't like that button very much, does it? Now we have Queen Victoria 1p 71. Well, that's good there. That's not jumping. A little bit jumpy. So now that's the cartwheel penny down there. Mid to high 90s. Eight, 9 inches off the ground. Now we have the Anglesey Druid coin. Very similar to the cartwheel, which is what I expected. So that was an interesting little test of the machine. By no means representative of real life conditions out in the field, but more than anything I just wanted to see the kind of numbers I'd be getting, so I can make a mental note of those numbers, and when I go out I can have a rough idea of what I might be digging up. I'd recommend anybody does that with a new detector that you've never used before. Just put some stuff on the ground in your garden and go over it and see what numbers you're getting. But like I said, in the field it's going to be a bit different. I think the next step for me now is to take the machine out and test it properly in real world conditions in a field. I got permission just a couple of miles over there, which is where I'll probably test it. And if you want to see the unboxing video of this machine and see all the accessories that were included with it, you can click this here. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.